How I was cautioned for preaching against terrorism, Paul Enoche. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. The General Overseer of Dynamis International Gospel Center, Pastor Paul Enoche, has revealed how he was cautioned for preaching against terrorism. In a video on his verified Facebook page, the man of God said that real leaders bear the burden of their generation. He said that the challenges of the generation of a real leader would make him restless. He said that his church always prays against terrorism and bad leadership among Nigerians. Enoche said, "One day I preached against terrorism and someone cautioned me through a message. In his message to me, he said, 'Don't risk yourself. It is okay, we have been talking, but calm down. These people are bad.'" Enoche said that after he read the message, he told himself that the terrorists are physically bad, but there are people who are also terrorists in the spiritual realm. He also said that the church can only exist when there is peace in the nation. Okay, no be today we know say this Buhari's regime, even though they use this our what's it called democratic system of government, they cover a lot of things. They use and cover up. We know. When you talk of the insecurity ravaging the country now, to me, this sitting administration, they know more than they're telling us, and they can do more than they have done. I'm telling you, they'll come outside to tell us that we have exhausted all means. We do not, as in they don't exhaust every way possible to make sure Nigeria is a secure state. Meanwhile, the reverse is the case. Not lie. I strongly believe that if truly that is the case, then we would have been looking at a safer Nigeria now. Let us not forget the quotes by Abacha. Now, Abacha now give us this quote, say, "Any insurgency in a nation that stays for more than, or that stays, continues for more than 24 to 72 hours, that's insurgency, that's government of the day has a hand in it." Which means, say, just as we don't do for this insurgency for almost how many years? 80 years. Nothing has been done about it. Shubon, there is problem. Instead of it to get better, it get worse and worse. Meaning say, Yawa don't gas. As in, plenty Yawa, now you don't gas so. And the thing is, it gets worse each day. It gets worse each day. So will you stop preaching against terrorism because of that message? Well, my dear, you won't stop. What's no good, no good. They say in the presence of a good man, evil does not thrive. But if in the presence of a good man, evil thrives, make you know, say, that good man don't get killed. This is what we are saying. Some barely Christians are saying nothing is wrong with a Muslim ticket. Now that we still have a Muslim Christian ticket, by the time they take the center stage, many men of God will deny God. To preach publicly would be a problem. Already they have run it in Kaduna. Can any Christian trust them? Soon they'll begin to target men of God who is not keeping quiet over the evil going on in the land. God have mercy and arise for us in this nation. I know one thing can go this part. Sincerely, I know one thing can go the part where we say, with this person they go. Okay, the Queen of England once said she feared the prayer of John Wesley more than the whole army of United Kingdom. Christians do not know the power they wield. Sir, you don't have to preach against terrorism if your members are one of them. It's like preaching against Satan. Pray against terrorism and mobilize all your members. God is greater than all terrorists put together all over the world. Whether they like it or not, terrorism must fall in Nigeria by the grace of God. Prayer of John Knox and not John Wesley. Okay, now, I don't think I totally agree with this person. No. I don't think I agree with them. People continue preaching against it because it's just like you preach against bad behavior, bad character. As in, you tell people, you make them understand that waiting no good. You make them see reasons why they should stop stealing, they should stop performing or stop indulging themselves in criminal activities. If you say you stop talking, if you say you pray, uncle, you're praying like I don't get. People will change you. God will not change anybody. I mean, people change for themselves and God will not come down to change anybody. That is why it is better you also pray for them as well as you 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 preach against it, because they would hear you, and of course, God willing, they are going to listen to you. Spiritual terrorism is more dangerous than physical man-made terrorism of F put together. I don't understand. I think the church should do more of preaching the gospel of Christ and live the world life, because we can conquer terrorism by showing Christ to the dark world. Let our light so shine and darkness will run. Well, you have a point, Sha. But the thing is, what then is the light in this contest? What then is the light? The light has grown so deep, so dim in our world of today. I'm not gonna lie, so dim. Okay, I know God will never allow his prophet to be silenced. We know this government are the real sponsor of terrorists in this country. This is why anyone that said anything about it, they'll go after him or her. By the grace of God, by the grace and power of God, terrorists are bound to be decimated. God, in his infinite power, will plead our cause. Well, Pastor Enoche, to me, continue, keep preaching, keep speaking the truth to power, keep telling people, person where they do it no good. If you steal, if you kill, the punishment is there. If you steal, the punishment is there. Anything you do, get punishment. So keep reading it in people's ears. But the thing is, you also preach salvation as well. And overall, you still get to pray for them. I don't agree with the comment that said, you can pray for them and stop preaching, because, like I said, human beings change for themselves. God will not come down to change anybody. He will not come down to do it. Rather, human being ain't go reason with him down. You say, no, this is why they do no good again. Make I stop them. All right. Terrorism may not need to be a special message, sir. It's to die naturally if you achieve godliness, unity, holiness, salvation, and such like emotional prompted message mostly end problematic, sir. Okay, you are lying, because even the Islamic clerics preach against terrorism, and nobody have caution against them. You just want to blackmail. Really? Okay, fear of the other religions almost cripples us Christian. We should not only hear the scripture, but also act the scripture. Yes, so it is good for you to be a Christian that you know the scriptures, but the thing is, do you act it? Do you put it to practice? Somebody said that we should do godly things that allow the light of fame. What did the person talk again? I think we should do more preaching the gospel of Christ and live the world life, because we can only conquer terrorism by showing Christ to the dark world. Let our lights so shine and darkness will run. So that is what the person said. So let us not just come outside to say, to preach the gospel. Even with that, even preachers of the word should also do the word, and even listeners of the word should also do the word as well. Okay. So let us not just come outside to hear the word, but let's also act on it. And of course, let us know that doers of the word are the ones that are going to change the world. All right, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. So thank you for turning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.